Why do I have a law degree? I've asked myself that many, many times. At the time that I graduated from with my bachelor's, my intent was to go to work full time for the National Guard. I loved the National Guard. Loved my first experience in the Guard was we deployed down to Honduras in 1990 and trained with the Honduran artillery down there. I knew I wanted to stay in, knew I wanted to be full-time, but at that time, if you'll think about what was going on in 1990, 1991, we were undergoing what we call a RIF, a reduction in force, and they weren't hiring. So I spent about two and a half years doing what we call guard bumming, basically working for the Guard whenever they'd have me, because the idea about 1 weekend a month and 2 weeks a year, you know anybody that works that? I know nobody that works 1 weekend a month and 2 weeks a year, but you can work as much as you want to in the Guard. And I had spent about 2.5 years doing that and decided that if they weren't going to hire me full-time, I needed to go find something else to do. So I applied for law school and went and got accepted. And about a week after I got there, they called me up and said, "Hey, we got a job for you." And I said, "You know, I'm $15,000 in debt. I'm going to finish law school, and I'll talk to you when I get done." And I finished law school, practiced for a couple of years, and then Colonel Wofford, now Major General Wofford, called me up and said, "Hey, how'd you like to come back to Arkansas and do some work for me?" And that was about 10 years ago this week.